You guys like chicken? Me too.
What are we making?
Okay, quick weeknight meal. So this is like an on-the-fly dish. You can take 10, 15 minutes to cook. It's probably gonna be less than $15. We're starting with these thinly cut chicken breasts. So I've been seeing these at the store lately. I don't know why they're cheaper, but at least over at our local store they are. So just like a high quality chicken. This is a Mary's air chilled chicken, thinly sliced, but that makes it that much quicker to cook and easier because you can do it all in one pan. So we got the thinly cut chicken breast. We're gonna do broccoli, mushroom, a little bit of sauerkraut, which is I love that. I've been trying to work a lot of like fermented foods into our dinner, both for flavor as well as it's good for your stomach, guts, probiotic, etc. And then we're just gonna make a little simple butter sauce. This is like a one pot pan. I don't know what to call it. Chicken.
One pot pan.
One pot pan. With the thinly sliced chicken breast, you only wanna season one side.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because then it's gonna be too salty. What I'm gonna add to this as well, to the chicken breast, I'm just gonna do like a little bit of fresh coriander. Coriander is just cilantro seed that's ground. It doesn't taste like cilantro, but I love like the fruitiness, and it's kind of floral, and I think it goes great with earthy foods like mushrooms and broccoli. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this coriander on there, not a lot. And this is one of those flavors, and I don't know whether you would agree, Lauren, where people are like, ooh, Rhonda, what is that? What I'm gonna do is I got my mushroom sliced, cremini mushrooms, sauerkraut right here. Let's go ahead and cut this broccoli. So the way in which I'm gonna cut the broccoli, too often people will cut the stem off the broccoli and throw this away. There's a ton of flavor in this stem. I actually like the stem. So I'm gonna take these down into strips. Why I like this is that on this part of the broccoli, like you can get some really nice caramelization on there, which is just a ton of flavor. So let's throw those on top of the mushrooms, and then let's bring this party over to the stove. I got my carbon steel pan going right now. We're gonna do it all right in this pan. Just gonna add about 2 tablespoons of beef tallow. Don't have to use beef tallow. This time of year, I actually like to get schmaltz. Schmaltz is chicken fat that you can either buy at a store, typically Jewish delis have them, or you can render your own by getting some like fatty whole chickens and then roast them. And then when you pull the pan out of the oven, you pour that fat into a little crock, a little tin, and then you keep that as your chicken fat. It's great for making gravies, especially going into the holidays. Turkey fat, duck fat, you can buy all that at the store. It is duck fat season. Now what I'm gonna do, okay, is I'm going to sear these like 2 at a time because I don't wanna overcrowd the pan. I wanna get a really nice sear on here. I'm gonna cook one side, basically. Now it's gonna cook it about 60 or 70% of the way through. I'm gonna flip them, put them back on the pan, then we're gonna cook our veggies, then we'll finish everything in the sauce with the chicken to bring it up to temp. So if you look now, the chicken is cooked about 60% of the way as the cook comes up along the side of the chicken. This side is raw. So I'll just kiss it, right?
Whoa.
And then I'm just gonna move it onto the pan. So I'm gonna flip this, kiss it, okay? And now I'm gonna move it onto the pan. I'm gonna add a little bit more beef tallow. So this is where we add our broccoli in, especially those pieces that have the stem on there, right? You gotta do what you gotta do to make flavor these days, you know what I'm saying? Especially when things are tight, affordability is a very important topic here. So let's use the heat to make the flavor. It doesn't cost any more money, you just gotta know what you're doing. A little bit of a flip there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw our mushrooms in here. So now the mushrooms are gonna steam and they're gonna release liquid. Okay?
Are we salting at any point here?
Yeah, I salted the chicken and now we can salt the mushrooms because we wanna draw that moisture out as we've talked about, because that's gonna let them steam, release the moisture. Keep going. Now I'm just gonna cover these really quickly. That steam is gonna release the moisture from the mushrooms. It's gonna deglaze the pan. It's gonna continue cooking the broccoli. It's gonna release that, then it's gonna evaporate. Then we're gonna add the chicken back to the pan with a little bit of broth, butter, Dijon mustard, sauerkraut, and then we're gonna mount it all together, and there you have it. The moisture was released from the mushrooms, okay? And see that? Got some caramelization on the mushrooms. The broccoli's cooking all the way now. Now what we wanna do is we want to deglaze this. I'm gonna use a little bit of vinegar. You can use citrus, you can use orange juice, you can use tomato if you want. I'm gonna use some champagne vinegar. Now I'm gonna add the sauerkraut into the dish at this point, okay? I'm gonna add just a dash of Dijon mustard. You wanna grab me some of that chicken stock? Just a dash will do you. I'll give that a quick flip. And now we're gonna add the chicken back to the pan, and then any juices that came off the chicken, pour those in there. Okay, and now we're gonna let this steam. So we're gonna turn the heat off and we're gonna let this steam for about 3 minutes.
And it's gonna cook the chicken all the way through?
It's gonna cook the chicken all the way through. So this chicken is just about done steaming. Now I gotta say, depending on the thickness of the chicken, you can turn the heat back on to totally finish it or add more liquid. So it all depends on the size of the chicken. So I was just kind of lifting it up, checking it out, and you're looking for that rebound when you feel it, right? So that chicken it bounces right back immediately. That's how you know it's not raw anymore. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chicken and some of the broccoli out, and I'm just gonna start to plate it in this pan. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I wanna be able to get this juice isolated. Get the broccoli going here, right? Get the broccoli on the side of the pan. I got all this beautiful juice, so I'm just gonna turn this back up to a medium-high heat. Okay, so now I'm just gonna mount this with just a touch of butter, just a little bit of butter, all right? And I'm just gonna swirl the butter into the sauce. I've got a little bit of fresh herb, just some thyme, marjoram, right? You wanna do that right at the end. This is also the part, if you would grab me a spoon, my fair love, because I'm gonna taste this, okay? Because if it needs seasoning, now's the time to season it. Oh, I'm sorry, you gotta at least taste that. Can you not?
I can't.
So rich, so much flavor in there, from the mushrooms to even the broccoli to the sauerkraut, which is really rich. It's got enough umami in there, I don't even need to add anything to it. Now I'm gonna take this over to the cutting board. Okay, here we go. So we got all the beautiful sauce right here. We got our chicken. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna kind of take this cabbage mushroom mixture, all right? And I'm just gonna place it in there. This is family style, right? So we're just gonna plop this down in the center of the table. Got that cabbage, right? Oh my gosh, that sauerkraut is just so delicious. Now, if you can't find sauerkraut, you can just use thinly sliced cabbage. The only difference is you might wanna add a little bit more vinegar when you deglaze it so you get that rounded out acidity in this dish, because it's very rich, especially with the butter at the end. And then from here, I'm just gonna take now this is flavor country right here, right? And I'm just gonna pour that right on there as if it's like a nice braise or a stew. And then I got a little bit more of this fresh herb, which I'm just gonna add right at the end. And then Lauren, you wanna hit it with some fresh cracked pepper again? I mean, 10, 15 minute
so
dish.
Aromatic.
It's like so rich, it's so aromatic. This is the dish that you wanna eat in the fall, wintertime, cool fall night.
And it's relatively healthy for you.
It is. No, it's actually very healthy for you. You got the sauerkraut, the broccoli, the mushrooms, which are all wonderful for you, the thinly cooked chicken breast, so good high quality protein. Unbelievable.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
What if somebody doesn't want all that butter at the end? What would they do?
Then just go without the butter.
Just
go without the butter. I mean, it's gonna not be as rich, but then maybe hit it with some...
Can you like throw some like olive oil on top?
Yeah, drizzle with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, or finish it with some fresh Parmesan right on the top for that richness and umami. But this is like over the top.